Hey, what's going on YouTube? BDK in 721. Happy Friday morning. It is May 31st. June is almost here. It's amazing. May just flew right by. I don't know where it went. But today I'm doing a VR for a great channel. I'm sure all of you know John over at Wade Boggs Fan. He is doing a contest where he's celebrating his 2,000 subscriber threshold that he recently met. In fact, I'm looking at it right now on the screen and it says 2.1. So he's got 2,100 subscribers already to his channel. Amazing. John, I really do enjoy your channel quite a bit, even though you and I don't talk a lot through messaging. I do watch all of your videos, and I really do enjoy your content. I'm very much in all of your Wade Boggs collection. Don't think I'll ever get to that level of my Manny Machado collection, but it's always fun watching collections like yours out there. So keep it up. Thank you for doing the contest. He's asking a question that I think all of us have probably at one time or another answered on our channel. And that is, what has making YouTube content done to your collecting habits, to your experience in the hobby? And I think all of us could probably sit here and talk for a half hour, an hour about it. And we can point to two or three or four different things that it has done for their collection. I've been collecting now, and I've been collecting for pretty much my entire life, but I've been putting YouTube content together only for about, it's going to be 13 years in December. I think my first video on YouTube was December in 2011. So I've been doing this for quite a while. I don't do a lot of videos. Obviously, I probably try to average about one a week. And just to show the collection, show things that I'm doing, talk about changes I'm making to my collecting habits and that sort of thing. So it's been a lot of fun. There's many things I could talk about. I'm going to point to just really one thing today that has made a huge difference for me in collecting. I have a similar story to a lot of people out there. I started collecting when I was a kid, stopped collecting at some point in my life, and then years later took it back up again, which happened to me in 2010. So it was very different when I got back into the hobby. YouTube was the main source for me to learn about the hobby at that point in time. I went back into the hobby not really knowing what was popular, what was going on with the different products, different types of things to collect, different types of cards, autos, and relics, and all those different things that were very popular back then and still are today, but they weren't very popular or weren't really there or existing back when I was a kid collecting. So there was a lot that I had to learn about. YouTube was the main source for me to learn about the hobby. That's number one. I've learned so much in the past 12 years. But primarily, all of the people that I've met, whether in person or just through YouTube and through messaging, have influenced me so much in my collecting. When I first started collecting back in 2011 or 2010, really, I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know really what to collect. There were many people that influenced my collecting habits, and I decided to start taking some of their advice on things to do and things to collect, and it really has shaped what I have been collecting for the last several years. I wasn't a player collector back in the beginning in 2010. I am now. I was doing sets back then. I'm still doing that, but I'm doing it in a little bit of a different manner than I used to do before. And grading is another area that I knew nothing about when I first started collecting back in 2010. And after watching so many videos on it, talking to so many people about it, I learned everything you need to know about it, and I started doing that more often over the last several years. Buying, selling, trading, I am still learning how to do all of that. And there are so many people out there that have been influencing me on how to buy, how to sell, how to even trade. Because as a collector, I don't really like to sell, I don't really like to trade too much, but I have realized that it is a major part of the collecting world, and it should become a part of my collection and my habits as a collector. So those are the areas that has really changed for me, because if I wasn't doing anything on YouTube, for example, and I wasn't making content and I didn't meet all these great people, I'm not sure where my collection would be at this point. I just know that it has really changed and gotten better over the years just by having that influence from other great collectors out there. So, John, I hope that answers your question for me. I'm going to turn the camera around. I'm going to show quickly an update on my home run challenge cards for the 2024 Topps. And if you're interested in that, please stick around, and I will see you in a sec. Okay. All right, everyone. Thanks for sticking around. Sorry about the long video. I had to get that VR done today. Wanted to at least put that up on the channel in time for John's contest. I was going to just do an update today on my home run challenge cards because I thought, you know, this is something that's happening pretty much every year now for me. I'm buying several of these home run challenge cards and entering the codes on Topps.com to see how many of these I can win. The last couple years, I've had kind of an up and down experience with it. The first year I did it, which was 2022, I won several cards, probably about a dozen or so. Last year, only a couple, like 2 or 3 actually won. And this year, I've already put in 12 codes for the months of April and May, and I have won 0. I am 0 for 12 on the codes. So I still have all of these left. I'm going to start doing June for these cards. And I think I can also do July. I probably will save a few of these for maybe later in the season. So like Mike Trout, for example, you know, he's injured. I don't know if he's coming back. I had one code put in for him for the first couple months and didn't win on that, obviously. So I've got Corbin Carroll here, Matt Olson. There's a good one, Adley Rutschman, Rafi Devers. Got a few of those. Ellie De La Cruz, I've got a couple. Would love to get one of his. That'd be really neat. Jordan, Freddie Freeman. There's my crush, Mookie Betts. Byron Buxton, I think he's playing, right? I think he's back playing. Pete Alonso just got hit in the hand the other day, I guess, or maybe a couple days ago. I'm not sure if he's playing again. Lindor, Harper, Henry Davis for the Pirates. Don't know much about him, so I got to look up what's going on with him. We got the Juan Soto. I should have been putting more of him in there. He's been having a great season. Of course, he's shown in his Padres uniform there. Tatis. Julio Rodriguez is starting to turn things on, so I need to get that in there. Goldschmidt's maybe turning his season around. Arozarena. Josh Young is on the IL, I believe, so he hopefully will come back later in the season. Guerrero, Bichette, round it out. So those are the guys that I have left in this little stack, and I'm going to be getting those up on Topps.com pretty soon. I want to show you guys some winners, but I don't have any yet. So that's where I'm at with that. If I had some winners or had some notifications for winning, I would have told you about it, but I don't have any. So anyway, going to the Padres game next week to grab another bobblehead. I think there's a Xander bobblehead being given out. Xander Bogaerts bobblehead next Thursday, so I'll be doing that. All right, guys, that's it for today. Hope everybody has a great weekend, and I will talk to you guys next week. See ya.